Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Shey and this is Meal Prep Sunday. So today I'm going to be prepping beef stir fry. This meal has 465 calories, 7 grams of fat, 60 carbs, and 31 grams of protein, and it makes 8 servings. It is about 10 minutes prep time and 45-minute cook time for a total of 55 minutes. So first, let's start off with the ingredients. 2 pounds flank steak, or any steak you want. The cheapest steak cut at my supermarket was labeled as stir fry and was already sliced into thin strips. 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1/2 cup soy sauce, 1/3 cup honey, 3 tablespoons cornstarch, 2 teaspoons sesame oil, 1 teaspoon ground ginger, 1.5 teaspoons minced garlic, salt, pepper, 2 cups of brown rice, whichever veggies you like. I chose 3 bell peppers, 1 white onion, and some broccoli, and 2 jalapeños. Since the rice takes the longest, you should start on that first. Bring 4.5 cups of water to boil and then add the rice, a pinch of salt, and a tablespoon of olive oil. Give it a quick stir, reduce to a simmer, and cover. Leave it alone for about 45 minutes. Or you can just use a rice cooker. If you use a rice cooker, I suggest using about 3.5 cups of water instead. So now let's cut up the vegetables. The easiest way I have found to cut bell peppers is to cut off the top and bottom, and then cut out the core. Remove any seeds still in the pepper and then cut it in half. Stack the 2 halves together and cut into your desired size. For this recipe, we'll be cutting the pepper into 1/2 inch strips. The easiest way to cut an onion for me is to cut off the ends and then cut the onion in half. Once the onion is in halves, you can simply flip it over and pop out the outer layer. Now we're going to cut the onion into medium-sized chunks. Next up are the jalapeños. Cut the ends off and then cut the pepper in half. You can then slice in at an angle to remove the core, and then just give the pepper a tap and the seeds will fall right out. I usually do this in the bag that the peppers came in as a trash bag, but I did it over the cutting board for your guys' benefit. After removing the core and seeds, simply slice to your desired size. For the broccoli, just cut the broccoli into your desired size. Now we're going to start on the sauce. In a small pot or saucepan over medium heat, mix together the soy sauce, water, honey, garlic, ginger, and sesame oil. Stir frequently for about 2 minutes and then increase the heat to high and bring to a boil. While waiting for the sauce to boil, in a separate bowl, mix 3 tablespoons cornstarch with 1/4 cup of water. Once the sauce starts to boil, add the cornstarch and boil for 1 to 2 minutes for the sauce to thicken. Once the sauce is done, simply remove it from the heat and set it aside for later. Now warm some olive oil up over medium-high heat, and then add in your veggies. Season with salt and pepper to taste. Depending on how many veggies and the size of your pan, it should take 5 to 8 minutes to cook. If you use as many vegetables as I did, I would suggest breaking it up into 2 separate batches. After the vegetables are cooked, remove them from the pan. Add a little more olive oil and put half of the steak in the pan. If yours did not come pre-sliced like mine did, then you're going to want to cut them into thin slices before cooking. Season each side with salt and pepper and cook for 4 to 8 minutes, depending on how thick it is cut. Remove the cooked meat from the pan and drain the grease. Then repeat for the second half of the steak. Add all the meat and vegetables back to the pan and add the sauce. I'd upgrade to a larger pan here, but you may not have to. Cook for an additional 3 to 5 minutes, stirring frequently, and you're done. All that's left is to divide everything into meal prep containers. So what did you guys think of the video? Would you like more content like this in the future? Please leave a comment down below to tell me what you think. And as always, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And most importantly, thanks for watching. Bye.